commentary for the MMS Formula Rookie Japanese Grand Prix is presented by Kai and Toby. So hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the land of the rising sun, the land of amazing automotive companies, and the land of anime. It's Japan, it's Autopolis, and it's going to be a fantastic race. The country of manufacturers such as Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Yamaha, and all those lads there. This is going to be an important part in the championship, as it is pretty much of every race, considering the point system. Boulay went ahead of Tobias Great due to his horrible, woeful, and all the other bad describing words thrown at Tobias' great Australian Grand Prix. But now Great has a bit of an upper hand in Boulay from qualifying, so it's going to be interesting to see. Speaking of qualifying, here are the qualifying results, because why not? After the grids we go straight. So on pole position we have Tristan Tracy, followed by Great, Patrick. I don't even know what this man is anymore. Miles Layton, Bethes. The inconsistency machine strikes even harder. Boulay, Montagnier, Canberg, Van Hanen, Sakurai, Kin, Kromnowska, McHugh, Johnson, Tunde, Shirek, Eugene, Jankowski, Wells, Comic, Ferrer, Simpson, Appledorn, Blaine, Long, and Nisbet who ran off the grid. So Bianchi didn't qualify because, that happens. It happens. With all that, let's get to the lights. Now we're gonna stay in this camera. Also, a quick nod, I am on a new keyboard, cameras made me a bit messed up. Anyways, here we go, 2 red lights. Lights out and away we go, and it's a pretty good start from Tristan Tracy, but Great gets a better launch, and Great immediately shoots out into the lead, not even before we go into the first corner, so there we go.
Good for the
lead, Layton and Miles sub. So this Bethes battling with Miles actually. The BMW driver, really pacey around here. I mean, it's Radko Bethes, come on. He got second in the Daytona 250. What am I even talking about? Anyways, there's Layton now trying to attack Patrick. Patrick is very close to Tracy. There's a 4-way battle for the lead here. Tracy's still on the tail of Tobias Great, not letting the Maltese driver escape here.
He looks like he's going to catch William, make a move into the next corner.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to send it. He doesn't. He's just patiently waiting. The car's piling up. Coming into this turn, Montagnier sends it onto Canberg. A bit of a bump here. Side by side, scrub the tyres quite heavily here. As we go down the order. Long dropping to last, which is quite weird.
Yeah, he might have just been overtaking a lot.
Yeah, we just lost positions. The man who is the teammate of the championship leader is not doing good. Also, Rakes is spamming hashtag chat out in the commentary box, which I love.
I'm not gonna say my opinion to that.
Anyways, Tracy now onto the outside of Great, and the American is through. The American retakes the lead.
Great move by Tristan Tracy.
Yeah,
now, he's going to try and keep the lead, as Ben Patrick's maybe trying to turn 1.
Yeah, Ben Patrick is really close to Tobias Great, so it's not looking too great for Tobias.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
Yeah, the name puns.
He doesn't actually try it.
No, but Miles tries it onto Layton, and the Charoux driver should get the not the lead. P4 coming into this corner.
Yeah.
And
Anthony
he doesn't
Miles.
get it. Layton still on the outside, and Layton defends his positions. Now Bethes and Canberg. Bethes drops to P8 now. What's happening? Wait, didn't he start P8? No, he didn't. Anyways, Montagnier here. Sakurai goes into the back of Montagnier. This is his home Grand Prix, so there's a bit of a pressure on the Japanese driver here. As now Kromnowska gets a very good exit, but he's still side by side of Nino Johnson. As Nino Johnson sends it down the inside of Kromnowska. And gets the position also onto Van Hanen and possibly Montagnier. Not really. Van Hanen defends, but Johnson will now have the inside line. And Johnson sends, and it's a double overtake from the American driver. The American driver is really pushing as now Kin nearly cuts the corner. They're trying to overtake Marco Van Hanen. So a very good drive from the German drivers. Now Van Hanen says no, gets the move done. Now Keith McHugh barges his way through Stefania Chromnomska here. So the Irish driver who I believe got a podium in the previous race, really showing his true side. Here's now Van Halen overtakes Montagnier, and McHugh is also trying to do the same, but it's a free wide moment here between
Wow,
McHugh,
that's amazing, actually.
McHugh, Kien and Rom Nomsky. This is why you've seen those guys that kind of jitter. Because they've been pretty much free wide through like 3 corners, which is very impressive. Now McHugh overtakes Montagnier, so does Kromnomska. Montagnier drops to 14th now, and he has a raging Xi Jing on the back.
As we go on to lap 3 now.
Yep, lap 3, here we go. This is really starting to become interesting. As now there we go, Xi Jing sends it, and Montagnier loses a position to also Yaya Tunde. This is really not a race for the French driver here.
No, it isn't at all, is it?
Yeah,
as Racco
Betis now
Betis is
dropped
going
to
down.
9th, but now he sends it onto Sakurai. Back into 8th goes the Serbian driver, and now dives it down instead of Ben Patrick, and look at his overtaking Golof from Betis. Now he's got up to the back of his teammates, so Tobias Great also having a bad race. Boulay, his championship rival, has overtaken him now, so it really isn't looking good for Tobias Great championship hopes at all. Oh boy.
I mean, you never know. He could be saving his tyres. That's always what.
Yeah, that's always the thing. But now Betis just sends it. He doesn't care for his teammates' feelings, bumps into him and gets the position done. As up the field we can see Bulle now pushing onto the podium positions, trying to overtake Leighton as Miles has given himself up in the P2. Here we go, Bulle now on the outside of Leighton. That's a move and a half from the Iranian driver here, as it goes up into P3 and up in the podium, as now Great has none of it. He might send it on the outside of his teammate. That will turn to the inside, but no, Betis blocks him, and this is going to be a heated battle between the BMW drivers.
Yeah.
As now Betis sends it to the outside of Leighton, and Leighton loses multiple positions, 3 positions through that one corner, which isn't looking good at all. Now Betis has a very good run onto Casey Canberg, the man who won the previous race. As now let's go Betis to the inside of Casey Canberg. The African Jack doesn't have enough power, and you can tell as now it's down the inside, and also his teammate follows.
The BMWs have been working extremely well together, haven't they, this race?
I wouldn't say so. They don't seem to have a lot of chemistry.
No, they don't, but they've just been overtake. It's like a bit like 2015 in Monaco, where Verstappen just went in the thing of Vettel while he was lapping people. It's sort of what's happening here.
I mean, yeah, there's now Van Halen down inside of Canberg, a beautiful move from the German driver. Van Halen didn't qualify for the previous race, so seeing him do a bit of a pace, he's quite nice. As Jesus Christ, the back markers are, well, back markers, it's an equal series, but let's be honest. They're absolutely going at it here, as now Long dives it onto Nisbet, and actually onto Blaine, and nearly onto Nisbet, and gets the position. So Long having a bit of a comeback drive. The Prema of Jankowski, the whole Prema team struggling in qualifying, as now Montagnier sends it on to Emerson Ferraz, trying to salvage this race, really.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's not looking good for ART at all in both series, if I'm honest. As now Sakurai tries to send it on to Cormac, who's back in the field. He's back in the chase for points. Is now on the outside of Kin. Does he get the move?
Will he do it?
A bit of a bump here and there for the final corner. He does get the move. And no, that's not the final corner. What am I on about? Yeah, but he does get the move on Kin. There's still a bit of a side-by-side, not anymore. Now sends it on to Keith McHugh on the outside. Beautiful move from a Coleman. Kin also follows him through and overtakes Keith McHugh as well, dropping the Irishman out of points. The field is already spread, which is very weird, considering this is an equal series. There's a bit of a yellow flag. Oh dear, someone has spotted. Oh no, it's Great. Oh man.
God,
that is his championship gone. That is Great's championship gone. That's Van Halen making a move. Van Halen just spins. Oh my days.
That's unlucky for
Marco
the
Van
driver.
Halen, what did you think? What were you thinking, man? Just too fast into the corner, realised it's so late, locks the brakes, and
Tobias Great couldn't avoid him then. That was annoying for him.
yeah, so that's Great's race over.
And championship now, probably.
Yeah, that also.
Oh, he's going to be furious with himself.
I mean, the chance of a 15-year-old winning that championship compared like a 21-year-old, that's
is low, but still it would have been interesting. Anyways, we have to move on for the race. This stuff
Not
happens with
really,
racing.
because Van Halen caused a bit of a ruckus here. Because we can see Tunde now doing a bit of a spinning as well. So let's see, Tunde does the same thing, spins again.
But he doesn't collect anybody, that's the difference.
Yeah, but Tunde still,
Never
that's a bit
mind.
of a dangerous rejoin. Nearly takes out Ben Patrick, joins in front of Viking McCormick here. So something is wrong. The driver's just pushing a bit too much, which I think what happened with Van Hanen here. He pushed the tires a bit to the... No, not a bit. Well over the limit and just lost traction completely. Same with Tunde here.
There will probably be an investigation for the Van Hanen grade incident.
Yeah, it is under investigation, so it will be interesting to see what the stewards have to say about that incident. But moving on, McCormick now defending from Nino Johnson here, who's on his outside and does well. But Nino Johnson has the inside line coming into the hairpin, and he's already shown us that he knows how to overtake around this. And now he goes into double overtake, and now Keith McHugh out of nowhere also sends it onto Viking McCormick. A beautiful attempt at a move from the Irishman, but now McCormick has a bit more of a better exit, a bit more of a slipstream, and he gets the position back into his arms. As Van Hanen now basically trailing a limping Tobias Great here. This man just doesn't have a break at all. I mean,
Yeah.
the Australian Grand Prix was all his fault. But this one, yeah, no.
You couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah,
It's
so
unlucky it
Boulay
happens.
has caught up to the back of Miles here, so Iskander Boulay, the Iranian driver. So for that, on his road to pretty much dominating the championship at this stage.
Shame. This is how quickly the championship can turn, though, in like 2 races. From
Yep.
going extremely well to going extremely badly. But hey, that's racing.
Yep.
What can you
And
do?
it's a 3-second time penalty for Marco Van Hanen for causing an incident. Then we now have Ratko Betis, who has caught up to this fight for P2. So Betis hasn't had the, you know, the last of sayings here. He still might, you know, surprise us here and there, considering it is Ratko Betis, of course. So I am absolutely melting. As I don't know why, but I have freeze frames here, which is a bit worrying. Oh boy, you gotta love the Nvidia driver upgrades. But anyways, now Betis on the back of Boulay. He's still trying to make that move. And now here we go. He goes to the outside of Boulay, bumps into him, and gets the move very aggressively.
Brilliant.
But that's Ratko Betis for you. He does not care for your feelings. But now Boulay says, Boulay just does a double overtake because Miles is literally a stone on the circuit.
Yep.
Like, he had like, what, he was going like what, 80 kilometers per hour through that, if not slower. Well, yeah, now he's lost the podium, so Betis is now on a push to overtake Iskander Boulay here. So the Autobus Grand Prix, or rather the Japanese Grand Prix, call it whatever you want, a calmer race compared to the previous ones.
Oh, no, not really. It's
Yep.
been as action-packed as every race this season. So,
Yeah,
I
but
wouldn't call it
it's
calmer.
calmer when it comes to like battles and all that. It isn't always about. Oh no, that's Kin without a wing. Oh dear. So that's
I think it's
another.
the turn 1 spin.
Yeah, it might have been. Oh no, it's not. Oh dear, what? Oh, it's Keith McHugh. Keith McHugh spins around. Oh my god. And we do have a bit of a pile up here, so let's do a bit of a magic here. Let's see what happens to Keith McHugh. Let me just okay, so he sends down Nino Johnson. Oh, he gets a bit too ahead of Nino Johnson here, causing him to spin. And Nino Johnson, like, he would have kept it, but Nino Johnson doesn't help him here, really. So that's what happens to Keith McHugh. And he just rejoins into Kin because this is just a silly thing. And it's a bit of a pile-up, not gonna lie. People are going
Yeah, it
pretty
is.
wide and all that, but...
Let's see what the stewards have to say about that, though.
I mean, this is Keith McHugh's fault, let's be honest. There's, oh my god, people are just sending moves left, right, and centre there. But yeah, Kin into the pits, he must go.
E-I-E-I-E-I-O.
No, as, oh my god, Ferra's just slowing down in the straight, I do not know why. He doesn't have any type of failure, but...
Is that the worst grade, or
anyway.
he caught up to the other drivers?
Yeah, yes, that is the bias grade, but so he isn't actually out of contention for points. Because
Definitely not.
that pile-up has helped the Maltese driver a lot with catching up to this pack.
But he won't be getting as many points as he could have gotten, which is annoying.
I don't think he will score any points. I mean, yeah, it's 4 laps to go. Let's be realistic, because oh my god, Jankowski pretty much goes off circuit trying to make a move here. These drivers are really just looking for any type of opportunity to make a move. I mean, it is Formula Junior. These guys are aggressive.
You have to be aggressive in the feeder series to get
Yeah, I
overtaken.
mean, not really. I mean, because if you're aggressive in a feeder series, you risk it unnecessarily, which has been shown in Formula Junior and Formula Rookie pretty much throughout the whole season, and in Formula 1 as well. The Young family is known for that.
As Ferraz is going down, like...
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty common for MS and Ferraz to do so, as I have another screen freeze. I do not know what's happening, but oh well. Let's just move on. Montagnier now side by side with Ralph Layton here, the man who is very close to a race ban. But he gets the job done on the outside. Same could be said about Takeshi Sakurai. It's his home Grand Prix here on the outside of Wells. Beautiful move, but Wells it's not his. Those are not his last words here, as Wells is known for pace, especially in IndyCar and NASCAR. So yeah.
Let's not have a big boy dive move bomb
yeah,
again.
from Layton. Layton doesn't spin, and that touch Layton gave to Fabrice Montagnier didn't help the Frenchman. Actually made him lose a position to Takeshi Sakurai now. So really not a good race for the ART team at all. Like, yeah, they come back to points, but still it's not looking good, because whenever they go back to the points, they drop. Like, as soon as we have another Japanese driver, it's Ryosuke Shirayuki here, up in the P14, up in the points for the Lazarus Grand Prix team, as Wells is dropping left, right and centre, really.
Annoying for the Jordan. No, not Jordan, I'm stupid.
Yeah, it is a Jordan. As now Bennett is overtaking Boulay, but now Boulay has none of it. Boulay gets a very good run, as McHugh gets 5 penalty points for that incident. F in the chat.
Yep.
As now it's a move for Boulay for the lead, and Boulay spins and he doesn't take out Bethes, but is very close for...
They're taking unnecessary risks in turn 1 sometimes. That's something they shouldn't be doing.
I mean, you say that, but you also said that you need to be aggressive in a feeder series, so...
I'm a bit hypocritical on that point.
Yeah, here we go. Marco Van Hanen and Viking McCormick into the points. That's amazing to see after the woeful season he had. Van Hanen now very close. Maybe one of these guys will pop a move here. Yeah, there's Viking McCormick, and to get Nino Johnson. McCormick nearly spins but gets the better of it and controls his car. Nino Johnson settles down on the inside of Marco Van Hanen and gets the position. So Nino Johnson maybe an upcoming talent here. Who knows? Signed mid-season, or rather in the second half of the season, by ADM after Kadish Kupra got deported.
Oh, what a move by Nino Johnson onto Ben Patrick.
It's a late move from Johnson, but it's a beautiful one, really.
It's like those moves we saw at Apulia. No, not Apulia. The Estonian track.
Oh yeah, Egnassar.
We saw a lot of those moves into those chicane-like corners.
Yep, there we have the 2 DBS Pro Motorsport cars battling it out with each other. Zhijing and Blaine. Blaine is another talent that I believe is yet to shine in the world.
Ferraz
now Ferraz
down the inside of Zhing.
Nearly does the McHugh and nearly spins out. This is a bit risky there. As Wells has dropped down to 17th now. This is not looking good at all for the Welsh driver, is it?
I think the leader's on the final lap now, isn't he?
Yes, it is. So Tristan Tracy, who's dominated this race, is now in the start of the final lap. But there we go. Boulay and Bethes now very close to each other as we get a beautiful screen freeze.
Now will he try and do the move into on the final lap around Iskander Bullion?
Yeah, he
it'll help his
will.
teammate, but not much though.
I mean, his teammate is pretty much done for, let's be honest. The wire's great. I mean, if Bethes manages to get ahead of Bullet, this is going to benefit him in the championship, because he'll close up the grate and give us a battle there, so I'm not complaining.
Anyways, will he try do a move?
No, not into the hairpin. Although he is very close and he wants to get a better run here, but Bulle is just all over the place. He's in the middle of the circuit, and he isn't really allowing Betis to make a move here. But yeah, Betis is definitely on a course for a nice, tidy podium position. As Tristan Tracy round the final corners is going to... Yeah, he's going to win.
He's going to get his first win, isn't he? Congrats
yeah,
to
first
Tristan
win of the
Tracy.
career, and first win for the Lotus team. He wins the Japanese Grand Prix. But, and oh dear, Betis actually lost a lot of time here now. Anthony Miles might take it away from Betis on the final lap. Yes, he does. So Bulle in second, and Miles takes it out from Radko Betis.
What happened to Betis?
I don't know, actually. Maybe he just slowed down. His tyres gave up, everything gave up. Bulle in second, Miles in third, Betis in fourth, Canberg in fifth, McCormick very close to Tunde here in sixth and seventh. So, oh, and that's a spin from Nino Johnson. And I have a screen freeze, but Nino Johnson spins on the final lap and he might not finish 8th. Oh my god, this is absolute chaos here. They're going to go side by side, Shirayuki and Van Hanen side by side across the line. Oh my days. But it's going to be Van Hanen in 9th, Shirayuki in 10th. What happened to Nino Johnson?
We have to remember, I think Van Hanen has a 3-second penalty.
Yeah, but still.
He just dropped it. He just dropped it on the curbing. Didn't have enough grip.
Yep. Yeah, Van Hanen has a 3-second penalty, as you say, which is going to drop him, and I don't think it will drop him out of points. Then we're going to have Patrick Jankowski, Sakurai, and all the other guys. Great finish is 23rd, so it's another bad race for him. And the championship is dead for him. As the fastest lap, Radko Betis. So Radko Betis doesn't really lose much. He scores the same amount of points as the man in P3, but yeah, it's not the fastest lap from Betis as well, like 5th or 6th. So yeah, congratulations to him. Anyways, driver of the day?
Tristan Tracy dominated the race. Didn't once he got it overtake great until the end of lap, on the beginning of lap 2, he just went away. That's brilliant driving from him. He deserved it.
Yeah, to be fair, that was a good race. To me, it will be actually Nino Johnson, not Tracy, and not American. He's just, I mean, he's really not known in the world of MMS. You might actually call him a nobody, so to see him yeah, to see him in the points is quite amazing. Tracy just showed us how to race really here. There's nothing else to say. So anyways, next race is I believe, I might be wrong, but I think it will be the Italian Grand Prix at Autodromo Nazionale di Monza, so this will be an interesting race. Yep. I mean, Monza is rooted in MMS for interesting things. Yeah. We all know what happened at Monza. If you've been there for the OG series, you know how big boy of a track that is. But anyways, that's it from me.
That's it from me too.
So see you next time. You should be safe on the roads, wear your seatbelt, all that safety things, and just chill out. Don't die from summer heat, that's bad. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.